first guest tonight is an Academy Award-winning actress you know from movies like Black Swan, Jackie, and May December. She stars in and executive produces Lady in the Lake, which begins streaming July 19th on Apple TV Plus with new episodes premiering Fridays. Let's take a look.
Yes, Milton, I have served you for 20 years. And you think I'm only good for being a housewife?
No, I know.
Yes.
No, I don't. No.
Then what?
Maddie.
What do you think I'm good for?
You never wanted to do anything else.
I never tried to do anything else. Did you ever wonder why?
Please welcome back to the show our friend Natalie Portman, everyone. So lovely to have you here.
So lovely to be back.
It's also just great to have you back in the States. You live in Paris.
I do.
Do you love living in Paris?
It's fantastic.
It must be so exciting when the Olympics comes to your town. Just the preparation, just the years of preparation.
It's very hectic there, but it's going to be really spectacular. When you were talking about the equestrian, they're doing the equestrian events at Versailles.
At Versailles, horses are going to be jumping over stuff at Versailles.
It's amazing.
You look so glamorous now. You're less glamorous, the character you play in the show.
Yes.
And you found your way over the years into some like 60s clothing in different roles. And when you put it on, are you very happy that you do not live in that era?
Well, I'm happy that I don't have to wear those clothes in the summer like we did when we were shooting, because we were wearing wool pretending summer was winter. But the clothes are spectacular. We had an amazing costume designer, Shiona Turini, and I love the clothes in this show.
This is a mystery. This is a thriller. Is it Laura Lippman is the author, who's a fantastic crime writer who writes a lot of stuff that takes place in Baltimore. It must be so fun to be in a series like this. That again, there's just so many like lovely twists and turns.
Yeah, it's incredible, and Baltimore is such a fascinating place, and it was really fun getting to work with so many local crew and cast members. They would help me with my accent and, you know, just bring so much energy to our series.
It's very nice that you even attempt a Baltimore accent, because it is not, as they go, it is not one of the more easy ones.
Yeah, they kept schooling me on how to say, they were like, it's like Voldemort. I was like, okay, that helps.
I would definitely, I feel like, don't take this, I feel like there's a couple takes where you just fully say Voldemort.
Yes.
Your kids are 13 and 7.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
And your son is a soccer fan?
Big football fan.
Football fan. Oh my God, look at you. Oh.
How they know it in Europe.
God.
I mean.
Paris's own. I guess that's the thing. They go to school in France. They probably, but yet you own, you're a part owner, I should say, of Angel FC.
Yes.
And are you allowed to call that a soccer team, or would you call it?
Yeah, well, it is technically Angel City Football Club.
Okay,
it's a women's football club soccer club in Los Angeles, and it is really one of the most unexpected joys of my life. I think one of those things where you try and impress your kids, and it ends up leading you to the most unexpected, beautiful place.
Is your son more excited by the fact that you're a part owner of a football club than he is at any of your acting successes?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. And, you know, meeting soccer players is like the coolest thing
I also
ever.
think for kids meeting soccer players, they're not like giants. You know what I mean? They kind of look like human beings in a way that you actually think to yourself, I could be good at this.
It's true. It's inspiring because they come in all shapes and sizes. It's not just like, oh, you have to be born a certain way to become that athlete.
Right. Like the first time I shook hands with a professional football player, I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Yep. This will not be for me.
Yes.
I also want to ask, your son's 13. You were 12 when you did The Professional.
Yes,
which is
I
crazy.
turned 12 while we were shooting
Which
it.
is a fantastic show. Is it crazy to you as you now see a child that is that age? Like, is it weird to reflect back and think, oh my God, at his age, I was in a film?
Yes, it is very weird. It is very weird because you see the kid and you're like, oh, they're a kid. And I was working. Like, I don't think there's any other line of work where children are allowed to work. It's
Yeah.
called child labor, you know?
Exactly.
It's like illegal for
Also-
a reason.
Fully not a kids movie as
Nope.
well.
Nope, not a kids
and
movie.
they couldn't even say like, well, you're 12 doing this, but 12-year-olds are gonna love this movie.
Totally.
What of your work have your kids seen? And do they have a
Bluey.
favorite? Okay, Bluey.
Thank you.
Was that a little bit like trying to own a soccer team? You're like
Yes.
fully, yeah.
Yes, impressing the kids. Guest spot on Sesame Street.
Great.
Also, thank you. That's one I'm very proud of.
I did a guest spot on Sesame Street, but before I had kids, which makes it sound creepy now. Like I was trying to impress a girl. No, but my kids didn't like watching me. I did a scene with the Count, and they were like, "We don't care for this." Like they were basically like, "It takes us out of it." Yeah.
That's funny.
Who did you get to work with?
I got to work with Elmo.
Oh, really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
It has been also it's 25 years, 20 years since your Star Wars. I guess
25. I'm old.
Well,
you start getting 25-year anniversaries.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
you're
old because I'm like, how many years have it been? Is that still something you find yourself getting approached about a fair amount?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so cool because people who grew up with it when they were kids are now adults and revisiting it with their own children. So it's pretty special to get to be part of something that like means something to people when they're young.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Something that, I wasn't young, but I was recently revisiting something I was lucky enough to do with you and The Lonely Island. We have this podcast where we're going back and watching digital shorts, and Natalie's rap is really one of the more iconic. First of all, it holds up so well, but the best part about, talking to those guys about it was the fact that you came in and basically said, I can do this. And we admitted that the scariest thing in the world when you're at SNL is like when someone comes in and says, I'm really good at rapping. Your instinct is, no, you're not.
I'm not sure I said I'm really good at it.
No.
I said I really liked rap.
Yes. I should say that the conclusion of this story is that you are beyond everybody's highest expectations. But that was.
Thank you. It was so fun. It
Yeah.
was so fun. And I mean, Saturday Night Live, like what a treasure to get to be part of that for so many years. I mean,
It was the best, but one of the really special things was getting, this show's great. You get to meet people, but, we spent a full week together and you really feel like you can take stock of a person in a way that is really cool. And I also am so jealous of that night because, again, you have all the stress of doing the live show, but it must have been so cool to just be able to stand back and watch Natalie's rap the first time it played and realize like, oh, this is red hot.
I never really feel that way about myself,
Okay.
but just the adrenaline and creativity of Saturday Night Live, I was just like, oh my God, I want to do this as often as I can. It's so cool.
I also think, having just rewatched it, your kids might have to be like, I would wait till they were like 40 and 45 before you let them watch that. It's so filthy.
It's filthy.
So fast. I forgot, it does not build at all.
Nope.
The first two-line couplet is filthier than anything that I think has ever been on the show.
And that was the joy of it.
Yes.
'Cause,
It was one of the greatest I'm not who you think I am performances of all time.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Congratulations
Thank you
on the
for
show.
having
So
me.
lovely to see you. I'm recording it, everybody. Lady in the Lake begins streaming July 19th on Apple TV+. The new episodes come in Fridays.